Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It's lovely to see you all again, as always. I just wish it was under better circumstances, truth be told. If one or two of you have been living under a rock for the last 12 to 18 hours, or you've been up in space visiting Mars or something, and you're not sure what I'm talking about, a man took a taxi, no, fuck that, a piece of shit took a taxi in Southport to an event organised for primary school children. It was a Taylor Swift yoga dance event with bracelet making there, etc. You know, things that kids enjoy doing. Anyway, this shithouse proceeded to get out of the taxi with a knife in hand, not pay the driver, enter this event and start swinging at and attacking children. Kids. We're not talking about army officers here. We're not talking about parents. We're not talking about adults. We are talking primary school kids. Now, it's quite a laborious task really, guys, running an opinion channel such as mine, when you have so many conflicting reports coming at you left, right and centre all the way through the day. I don't trust the mainstream media, BBC, ITV, Sky News, all the rest of it, but then again I don't trust certain individuals on social media either. So what I've had to do, I've had to piece together what sounds plausible, what sounds true, and bring it to you as best I can. Some of what I say to you hasn't been confirmed by the mainstream media or the police. I just want to get that out of the way before we carry on, just in case somehow I end up in trouble. So what we're first going to do, guys, is go over some bullet points of what's happened throughout the day, and then we'll take it from there. So 2 children were killed and 9 more were injured, 6 of whom are in critical condition. In the ferocious attack, police said at a news conference, 2 adults were also injured. Merseyside Police Constable Serena Kennedy said the force believed the adults were injured while bravely trying to protect the children. Real brave heroes. Utmost respect to them. A man, 17... right, I'm going to pick this apart here, this whole 17 nonsense. I find it too much of a coincidence that this man who stabbed these children is 17. Under the age of 18 years old, the police are not legally obliged to release his identity or his name. That's too much of a coincidence, if you ask me. Now, this is just my opinion. I've got to put that out there. This is what I think. This person was arrested, taken to the station. Words were exchanged between police officers and the sergeant there. Something along the lines of, look, Sarge, if we release the true identity of this person, there's going to be hell to pay on the streets, which I'm going to say I quite agree with, truth be told. So I think this has been cooked up simply so they don't have to release the identity of this person. That's just my opinion, as I say. That's not been confirmed. That's just what I think. What about you? Born in Cardiff and living near Southport has been arrested. Now here's another conflicting report. I've been told he came from Cardiff, not born in Cardiff. I've heard he came here when he was 6 with his Rwanda parents on a boat. Again, not confirmed, but that's what I've heard. And to be quite honest with you, that sounds plausible to me. Born in Cardiff and living near Southport has been arrested. Some details remain unclear. Police say investigators are working to establish a motive, but confirmed the incident was not being treated as terror related. Now, riddle me this, guys. If a person goes into an event and starts blindly stabbing at children, what on God's green earth, if that's not terror related, is terror related? There must have been so much terror in that room, I cannot even begin to imagine. Kids must have been absolutely petrified, more so the mums and dads who took their kids to this said event. Can you imagine dropping off your kids at this event, going home for an hour or so, and all of a sudden you hear absolute chaos, screams, blood-curdling screams? If that's not fucking terror related, I don't know what the hell is. What an absolute joke. We've also heard accounts from witnesses who told of horrific scenes in the aftermath of the attack, with one describing it as the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I've also managed to glean a recording of a young mother, guys, in Southport. She recorded her experience at the event. Take a listen.
I feel sick. Don't know if you guys can hear all like the sirens and stuff, but it's literally like a few houses down from me. I don't know if it's at that heart space, where we did the pole dancing. It's down there. Apparently there's like a holiday club, like a daycare, and someone's just gone in and stabbed all the kids, and there was just like kids running around, like Lucas Hayes just fucking coming out onto the street covered in blood. All the mums running down the road screaming. I literally just went outside to be nosy. I was just fucking seeing everything. There's like a little girl dead in the road. I feel sick. Like, literally a few houses down from me and someone's just gone in, just fucking stabbing kids. Like, who does that?
Pretty heart-wrenching stuff, that. I can only imagine the sheer terror that was going through that poor woman at that time. Merseyside Police Crime Commissioner said the region will be heartbroken over the unthinkable and absolute abhorrent attack. So, I need to ask you a couple of questions here, guys. What kind of 17-year-old does it take to wake up one morning and think they're going to go out and stab a load of kids? 17 going on 35. If this person came over in a boat, which I have heard from numerous people, his passport would have been thrown away, all documentation thrown away, but we don't know who this is, or how old he is, where he came from, anything like that. It takes a special kind of animal, a special kind of devil to do what has happened today, even if he is 17. This goes beyond the mental health card. This even probably goes beyond terrorism. This is another level of evilness. And the horrible thing is, we don't know how many more of these people are hiding away in the dark, waiting to strike. Can it get any worse than kids being critically injured and killed? Ever so slightly, I think it could. Will it get worse than that? Yeah, I think it will. I don't mean to be a broken record, guys, but I've said in quite a few videos now, dark times are ahead in this country. And each time one of these events happen, it just cements what I say even more in stone. I also like to point out, guys, before I go, I know I've been whittling on quite a bit here, but this is horrible to talk about. I've got to ask if politicians have pre-written templates to put on Twitter and social media when one of us gets butchered in the middle of the street, because they all sound the same. Yvette Cooper, Keir Starmer, Rishi Sunak, it seems the exact same, only worded differently. Heartfelt condolences and commiserations to the lives lost, fair enough. My respect goes out to the parents, prayers, all the rest of it. And then thanks for the emergency services, fair enough. Each and every time it all sounds the same. There's not one of them who has the bollocks to condemn the attacker or bring promise of action towards people such as these. No single politician has the balls to actually get up, stand up, say what needs to be said and lead the country. It's all soft and bouncy, nice little words. No condemnation, no promises of action, nothing. Bollockless, the lot of them. Anyway, guys, this is a really depressing subject. I don't want to go on too long. I've gone on long enough, as you can probably tell. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Knock this on the head. Hopefully my next video might be a bit more upbeat, but with the way things are going in this country, heaven only knows what's around the next corner for us. So, my closing thoughts: keep a very close eye on your children. A very, very close eye on your children. Don't keep them on a leash, I'm not saying that. Children do deserve to have some kind of freedom, but keep one eye on them. Don't let them stray too far, because you never ever know who the fuck is lingering out in the shadows. Also, watch out for yourselves, because without the parents, children will also suffer as well. That's me lot, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in next one. Hopefully a bit more upbeat. Cheers.